Ladies and gentlemen, India's first individual Olympic gold medalist and world champion air rifle shooter, Abhinav Bindra, and Mr Suresh Kalmadi, chairman of the organising committee Delhi 2010, with the Queen's baton.
So Mr Mike Finnel handing over the baton to Her Majesty the Queen. A very proud moment for Mr Finnel. The Queen being invited to transfer her message to the Commonwealth into the baton. Engraved on the gold palm leaf using laser technology. Really is a mixture of high-tech and handcrafted art. Mr Suresh Kalmadi just standing in the background, and of course Her Majesty standing next to the Honourable President of India. Her message, it is said, will bind the people of the Commonwealth as one, spreading a message of peace, goodwill, and of course the joy of sport. Dr. Gill handing the baton onto Mr Kalmadi, who also led the bid team for the 2010 Commonwealth Games. And then on to Abhinav Bindra as it begins its 190,000
Mr Suresh Kalmadi
journey.
With the Queen's baton.
The very first individual Olympic champion for India gets the baton on its way.
And now, as the baton leaves Buckingham Palace, over to Bobby Friction on the Queen Victoria Memorial. Bobby, over to you from the Palace.
Thank you, Tasmin. And as its year-long journey begins, Abhinav Bindra now presents the baton to Chairman of the London 2012 Organising Committee, double Olympic champion and 12-time world record holder, Sebastian Coe.
Lord Coe saying earlier, of course, that this will showcase what India has to offer. And unbelievably, it's 29 years ago since his first individual Olympic gold medal, and he still looks very fit indeed. The next baton receiver, the legendary Kapil Dev.
And now the baton passes to one of the world's greatest all-round cricketers and the only Indian captain to have led his team to a World Cup, Kapil Dev.
And absolutely delighted, of course, that Australia were beaten by 99 runs by India just the other day to level the series. Certainly one of the most exciting cricketers that has ever lived.
From Kapil Dev to India's most successful female tennis star ever, Sania Mirza.
Well, she started playing tennis at 6 years old and won the Australian Open mixed doubles just last year with Majesty Patil, and a quarter-finalist at Wimbledon the year before.
And from Sania Mirza to the 1958 Commonwealth gold medal winner, the flying Sikh, Milkha Singh.
80 years old, my goodness, still looks terrific. One of the greatest athletes India has ever produced. A 400-metre runner of huge talent who won in Cardiff at the Commonwealth Games 51 years ago.
Now Milkha Singh passes the baton to double gold Olympic medal winner and President of the Commonwealth Games Federation of England, Dame Kelly Holmes.
A double Commonwealth 1500-metre champion too, in Victoria in Canada and then at Manchester in 2002. And she succeeded the legendary Sir Chris Chataway as the President of the Commonwealth Games Federation of England in May this year.
Now Dame Kelly Holmes passes the baton to the first Sikh cricketer to represent England, left-arm spinner Monty Panesar.
Well, an incredibly proud moment for Monty, born in Luton of Indian parents, a real crowd pleaser in every way. actually made his debut for England back in 2006, and guess who it was against? It was, of course, against India.
And Monty passes the baton to the first boxer to win medals at both the 2008 Olympic Games and the World Championships, Vijender Kumar.
Little early morning walkout for Vijender Kumar, silver medalist as well in the first Commonwealth Games
to
in
India's
Melbourne.
first professional squash player and five-time national champion, Misha Soni.
Misha Soni is also a television star in India, an actress too, a woman of many talents.
And Misha deftly passes the baton onto Olympic Games bronze medal winning freestyle wrestler, Sushil Kumar.
Well, he won his medal in Beijing in a sport which is incredibly competitive in India. Former World Junior Champion, and I'm sure looking for more medals in the future.
And Sushil passes the baton to two-time Commonwealth Games women's wheelchair table tennis singles winner, Susan Gilroy.
Well, Sue, who comes from Barnsley, first won in 2002 in Manchester and retained her title in Melbourne. And I'm quite sure we'll be looking forward not only to the next Commonwealth celebration, but also, of course, to 2012 in London.
From Susan Gilroy to world champion weightlifter and the first Indian woman to win an Olympic Games medal, Pranam Maleshwari.
It was a bronze medal in Sydney, and of course was 9 years ago, and she's a former world and Asian champion too, and of course she is now still the Indian national record holder.
And now, the world's most capped hockey player and four-time Olympic competitor, Dilip Trivedi.
Well, Dilip was captain of India for almost a decade.
Sportsman, 1964 Olympic decathlete, Bachan Singh Randhawa.
A decathlete, a terrific all-rounder who came on the scene in the late 1950s. As well as decathlon, he was also a national champion in 4 other events too.
And now, with the first 14 short legs of the Baton's marathon journey completed, Dilip Trivedi and Gurbachan Singh Randhawa will accompany it on a short ride in a traditional London cab before it then continues its journey across England, the 70 Commonwealth nations, and then India.
That certainly is a great collection of Commonwealth Games stars, past and present, and all looking forward to the next celebration of Commonwealth sport in Delhi in 2010. And as Tasmin was saying, of course, this ceremony has been the curtain raiser to the Commonwealth Games every 4 years since 1958, when the Games were in Cardiff in Wales. The relay, of course, is going to finish in 339 days' time at the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games in Delhi. And then Queen Elizabeth will receive her message back, which she will then read out and declare that the Games will begin. What a moment that is going to be for the host city and, of course, for the whole nation of India. Some more guests here at Buckingham Palace meeting the dignitaries there. What a moment for them to meet the President of India, and of course Queen Elizabeth II. Millions of people are going to see that baton as it heads off throughout the United Kingdom, then into Europe, into Africa, across the Atlantic to the West Indies, then to Australia, the Pacific Islands and New Zealand, and then to Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and finally throughout India before settling in Delhi for what I'm sure is going to be a magnificent Commonwealth Games. 17 different sports held over 2 weeks.